It's that holiday season once again, and what else better can we do than play video games? But not just any video games, Christmas video games. That's right, I'm getting myself into the festive spirit by playing the 12 retro games of Christmas. It's a bit like the 12 days of Christmas, only it's with games.
Now there is a problem with festive games, and that is they all suck. So bad, I just want to...
Why can't they make a good Christmas game? You know what? Why can't it make a nice, simple, fun Christmas game? It's a great time of the year. It deserves something awesome. They just can't do it. They can't do it. I'm fine, I'm good.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a shitty game based off a movie. What better film to convert into a game than Home Alone 1? You start up the game and then all you can see is this. They don't even tell you anything about what you're doing or what you have to do. Oh, but don't worry, because you're going to fail first before you figure that out. So the idea of this is to go into people's houses and plant traps and stop the wet bandits getting everyone's stuff. Now, this sounds like a good idea on paper, but they just can't seem to pull it off. I mean, first off, how is he moving his sleigh on his own, and how does he even manage to boost? And don't get me started on hitting objects, it's like a frickin' pinball game. I mean, look at this! Look! What the hell is this doing in my Home Alone game? I just get... So you find a house you like, you hit the door, and then break in and start planning. So the idea of placing traps is fairly simple. Pick a trap, place a location, and that's it.
Oh yeah, you can only do it once. Once! If you muck up, that's your fault, and those robbers are going to take everything.
If you run out of traps, you just gotta go and hit a few snowmen and stock up. Yeah, and upset a lot of kids in the process. When the wet bandits get into the house, they activate the traps, and the idea is to cause them so much pain that the pain meter goes up and you win. You can try and go into the house and stop them yourself, but they will just grab you and hang you up on a nail, and then, yeah, there really isn't anything else to this game. You can shoot them with your BB gun, but it just stuns them, or place some tires down, or whatever the hell they are, and they do nothing. Everything about this game is just wrong. It's unenjoyable, and my god, don't get it. Fa la 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 la.
What else better to play than the sequel on the Super Nintendo? Because it's gonna be so much better?
I, honest to god, don't know what to say about this game apart from it's so freaking hard. Everything wants you dead. Suitcases, old ladies, men simply pushing suitcases. Everyone wants you dead. If you know the story of the second film, then you know what happens. He commits credit card fraud and then is being chased around the hotel. My god, Kevin, first you break into people's houses and now this? You start off the level and my god, do not stand still. Just don't do it because you're gonna get caught and that's it, life gone. Run, Kevin, run! It's so ridiculous. The idea of this level is to climb the hotel, which is easier said than done. I have to jump around to find random stuff in the walls. Oh, and pick up those pizza slices, because if you get a whole pizza, then you get a life. Not that it matters, because you're going to lose it straight after. Oh, for God's sake! Oh yeah, and top tip, if you press down on the D-pad, then you slide and you can destroy the suitcases. Only the suitcases, though. To stun people, you need this weird plunger gun. By the way, get lots of that. Oh yeah, and if you find this gun with a fist on the front of it, you straight up kill a person. Just fire and never see them again. My god, Kevin, you sick bastard. Just like in the first game, you can just walk into anywhere without asking permission. You walk into hotel rooms to get more ammo, or maybe some pizza if you're lucky, or you get this crazy ass cleaning lady who throws pillows at you. You get up to this point, and my god, if you haven't got any kind of ammo left, you might as well start again. Right, okay, I'll just jump over him and... Damn it! Okay, I'll slide towards him. Damn it! Oh my god, I can't do this again. I've had like 7 game overs and I just wanna...
Remember that film starring Will Ferrell as an idiot? Which one, you ask? Well, that's a good question. Elf.
Now, don't get me wrong, I like him in a lot of things like Anchorman, but this game, my god. I don't even know how I'm going to be able to do this for another 9 times. So this game takes place as he's trying to make his journey to New York. God knows if the game ever actually gets there. I'll show you why. Also, this game is incredibly annoying because of that music. It just...
It hurts so much and it's always on repeat.
So the first few levels are easy, but the jumping is so awkward. Does that really look like Will Ferrell? Or whatever. Avoid the scary ass polar bears. And try and make it to the end. Now the first levels are simple platforms, okay? Now this is when I literally could not stand anymore. Now what the hell is this? Like, oh my god. It's stupid. This is stupid. Why is it so ridiculously stupid? Because of the platforming at this view on a Game Boy Advance, with platforms that are even smaller than the character model, it's just... Ah! It's so hard. It's so hard, and I don't get why. The worst part is how long this specific bit is. What's worse is that when you fall into the sea, you go right back to the checkpoint, but they also show you how far you have come just to rub it in. Bastards. I can't play that level anymore. I just can't do it.
Oh god, this is the third game and they've been bad so far. Oh, I'm all for sticking to a game until the bitter end, but not when they're this bad. Let's look at number 4.
Santa Claus III, the Escape Clause on the Game Boy Advance. So this is the shit game based off of the shit film starring Tim Allen. So they have some kind of interesting cutscenes which I wish they didn't take stills from the film and bit crush them. So then you start playing as Santa. Sounds cool, right? Wrong. First off, every time he jumps he makes a horrible noise and his attack is weird and confusing. And whenever you pick up a special item it makes this weird noise. Phew. I mean, what is that? Oh god. I don't even want to admit that I've seen the third film and to say that everything happening here is just not accurate. And what is up with these elves' comments on such random stuff? I just can't do it. It hurts me so much. Sorry, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. I just can't do this one. It's just horrible to play. There are some good ones coming, my friends, but oh my god, this is not one of them. Avoid it at all costs. I mean, even acknowledging it is too good for it. Don't do it.
5 crappy games. Oh god, I'm gonna die before I finish this.
Okay, so as I just said, there are some good games here, and this is one of them. Days Before Christmas on the Genesis. So basically, someone has encased all the elves in presents, and you have to go around shooting magical jizz at the boxes to free them. And that is the point of the game, basically. It's just platforming while searching for the elves. You don't have to get all of them, but you do get a higher score, which back then meant everything! The platforming isn't that bad and the colours are pretty. The thing is, there isn't much else to say about this game. I mean, if you have a coffee, you become evil Santa and hit people with your sack. Ha! Learn this, children.
Coffee is bad.
The only benefit of this game is that when you collect the presents, depending on how many you collected, affects the amount you have to drop down people's chimneys, which is nice to think that I need to collect more to have a better chance of getting a higher score. It's a pretty game, the controls are nice, and yeah, it gets harder as the game gets on. However, your biggest enemy is a penguin and a snowman. Ugh.
What is it with Santa's enemies always being animals? I mean, wouldn't it be better if Santa faced something not of this world? Here's a game idea for you, right? Santa's sack is magical, there's a world inside, something goes wrong, it's Christmas Eve, and Santa Claus has to go into his sack, into this big world, where he has to face enemies to get the presents that have been stolen inside his sack. There's a free game idea for you. 500 grand, please!
Okay, so on the 6th day of Christmas, someone who clearly hates me gave me this monstrosity. Oh yeah, we're going back to the shit games again. Gremlins, Stripe vs. Gizmo on the Game Boy Advance. Okay, so have you seen the film? Of course you have. What have we learnt so far about any game based off a film? It sucks balls!
Oh yeah, any game based off a film sucks so much balls, it's ridiculous. I mean, there is no such thing as a decent game based off of a film. The only decent game I've ever played is probably Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, but that's based off of a book based off of a film. Top tip, don't make a game that's based off a film. It sucks.
Okay, so let's give this game some positives. It's fairly good looking. That's it. That's all I can give it. The idea is to collect all of the presents that are scattered around the levels before Stripe does. Technically, Gizmo started this bet because he's secretly an evil bastard. This game has one huge flaw, and it's not just me. Have you noticed it yet? No? You starting to feel slightly nauseous? Get it yet? Yeah, you got it.
The camera makes you feel sick beyond belief.
Oh my god, what the hell were they thinking? I mean, why would you do this? I mean, look at it. The camera shakes around wherever you walk anywhere. It has the ability to carry on after you've stopped moving.
No, I'm gonna do it. Oh shit.
I can't play this anymore, I'm really sorry. It's a cruel trick the Gremlins played, but this time it was the developers. Trolls!
What number am I on right now? 7?
The Grinch. Now, we all know the Grinch featured in Home Alone, and even Jim Carrey played the Grinch in the live-action film. It wasn't a bad film, but the jokes felt really forced, that's all. I still watch it if it came on TV. Guess what? This game is based off of that film. Oh yeah, they both came out in 2000, so it makes sense. So it's another game based off a film, when you could have just used the cartoon from before. Okay, so you go around collecting presents. I'm starting to see a pattern here. And try not to get caught, because if you do, your heart explodes all over your face as the children jump in joy. Oh my god, that's morbid. It's a game you would pick up and play and get into the rhythm of how it works. I mean, you could just let them find you and go into a speed freak and run around collecting them even quicker, but trust me, you're gonna mess up if you do that.
8 games are dying. I'm not doing that song anymore, are we?
Continuing on the whole Game Boy Color end of things, we move on to Santa Claus Jr. Now, this game is based around an evil witch that steals Santa, but his coat comes off? Okay, whatever floats your boat. A small boy finds it, steals it, and wears it to now become Santa Jr., to which he starts his quest to collect presents, and that's it. Okay, so this is why I like Days Before Christmas, because you actually deliver the presents you collect, but not with this one. The platforming is a nightmare. I mean, it's cute and the animation is good, but the jumps are awkward. What's worse is that they made a sequel. Yeah, the 9th game of Christmas is Santa Claus Jr. Not Junior. On the Game Boy Advance. It's basically the same game, but with improved graphics and even more annoying platforming. I mean, look at this, look! Instead of collecting presents, you just have to awkwardly approach children and give them a present and then walk away whilst they stand there in the animal-infested wasteland in the freezing cold with murderous snowmen and what can only describe as a scary-ass snow creature from the damned.
I don't even think I can wear this hat anymore. I mean, I'm turning into a right bar humbug.
It's an okay game, but you just give up on it so quickly. Next! James Pond 2, codenamed RoboCop, made by Electronic Arts. Wait, EA made this? Oh god, I'm glad they changed their logo. James Pond, the weird frog-like thing with the ability to stretch the middle part of his body for as long as he wants. Maybe he should have picked another area to stretch, if you know what I'm saying. Even though I really don't know what the hell those things are. I mean, are they legs or feet or... Oh no. So all you have to do is get to the exit by doing jumps, stretching to the ceiling to grab and then move, and then that's it. You even get into a plane in this particular level. Woo! There are no presents to collect, but my god, that first home world has a Christmassy feel, doesn't it? There isn't much left to say about this game. It's an annoying platformer, so it fits in well with the Christmas theme I've got going here.
Okay, 2 games left on the list, and I really want to kill something now with my bare fists. And who else better to do that with than Batman?
Batman Returns for the Super Nintendo. Other versions are available. Ooh, now this is probably one of the best Batman games I've ever played on the old consoles. It's a classic beat-em-up game, a bit like Streets of Rage or Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Just punch everything in sight, do some jumps, lift up some people, throw people into shop windows, get attacked by RPGs. What? What the hell?
Seriously, Batman, you're fighting against a guy with an RPG? Well, that's not fair.
I mean, come on, Batman takes it right to the face and it doesn't kill him. I'm calling hacks on that one. When you reach the boss level, you will know because suddenly you can't punch anything. You just throw endless amount of batarangs. You're better off just running through this. I mean, seriously, look at how difficult this is. It's the second fucking level and there is no limit on the amount of people coming at you. You want to kill these guys on the stilts? Yeah, good luck with that because you will never get a chance to sit there and just jump up and attack. Even if you do get a moment's peace, you got these guys on stilts spitting fire at you. It's just a huge mess. I mean, look at this screen right now. Look at your options of what you can do. Figured one out? Nope, me neither. Just run, for the love of God, just run. You get to the first boss and then, oh god, this guy is hard. I'm not even doing any damage to him either. I mean, what? Only after so long does it appear to be having any effect on him. The rest of the game is fun and enjoyable and I recommend you play it. You can already guess how it ties into Christmas, right? No? Go watch the film, man, God. I can't believe I just said I liked a game based off of a film.
Okay, I've saved the best till last, and when I say best, I actually mean the best name ever for a Christmas game. It's called Santa Saves the Earth on the Game Boy Advance. Spoiler alert, it's god-awful.
I don't know how I've stuck out this long, this many shitty games, I might as well keep going. So this game uses the weirdest 3D graphics I've seen in a very long time. So this game is about Santa being kidnapped on Christmas Eve by the wicked fairy Nilam. Wait, there is such a thing as evil fairies? She is furious that Santa is delivering presents, so she imprisons him in her magical lands. Then all you gotta do is collect the keys, which look like mini pyramids, Not really a key then, is it? Get to the door and open it, and then that's the level. Using the weirdest level design I've seen in so bloody long. I mean, look at it! You think the music will save it? Nope, not at all. Annoying and repetitive to the point of wanting to throw it out the window.
If I actually got any of these games for Christmas, I would be peed off to the max, especially this one.
I mean, the jumping isn't bad and the attacking is better than others. You can even pick up these snowballs and throw them for a range attack, but that's it. I can't do this anymore, I'm really going to get angry. It's just the level design of the character and the models are just so bad. It's not appealing. Don't say the limitations of the Game Boy Advance hold it back. They tried something that doesn't work on any console. Ever.
I'm sorry, I'm getting upset. It's just these freaking games. This is so bad. This turns me into the most cynical person ever. But there's probably a few good games in there. Like James Pond everyone seems to like. So there you go, the 12 retro games of Christmas. Most of them are extremely horrible, but there are a few good gems in there. I think you need to go play them yourself to see if you like them.
From my experience, my patience for games like this is just too short. By far my favourite games are Days Before Christmas and Batman Returns, and I kinda like The Grinch. I mean, it's alright, and I found it fun as a puzzle game, and I found it challenging.
There is a fine line between challenging and hard, and most of these games are in the latter. Either way, I hope you've enjoyed this video, have a very Merry Christmas, and also be careful of Santa because he's got some enemies following him. You know what I'm saying? Good. Either way, have a Merry Christmas.
Hey there, beautiful, how you doing? You get a new jumper or something? Because it looks really good on you. Thank you very much for watching my video, and please go and check out the other videos on my channel as well. If you want to check out our other shows on the channel, we have Mods You Should, I have reviews with my friend Trevor, the gaming snail, and also go check out the other episode of RetroPlay. Thank you very much to my friend Greg for making the Christmassy graphics for this video, and thank you very much to you the viewer supporting me, subscribing to me and all that jazzy good stuff. Have a very Merry Christmas and I'll see you in the new year.